and to thank all of you for your ongoing support. We need to remember that hepatitis kills more than 1 million people every year. And around a third of the global population, or 2 billion people, have been infected with hepatitis. Millions of these people suffer immediate sickness or long-term illness. We're here today to advance prevention, support, and control of this liver disease. I'd like to wholeheartedly thank the World Health Organization for partnering with South Fraser today to provide the event. And also very special thanks to Monica Verma, her staff, and volunteers for coordinating this important day. Thank you.
Just want to say that we actually collaborated with Cohalia and HepCBC, and Merck's gave us a little bit of funding to do this, so I just want to thank them as well. If we can now have Bruce Ralston, the MLA for Surrey Wally, say a few words.
Thanks very much, Monica, and I want to acknowledge Shane and Tom and the work that South Fraser does. I represent this area, and this is an agency that's well run, serves a real need, and is welcome in our community. Hepatitis is something that probably gets a lot less publicity than other chronic diseases. I remember many years ago my uncle, who's since died, was a physician, and he had contracted hepatitis, and I remember him telling me that this is a disease that is very widespread and people really don't know that much about and don't talk that much about. And it's important in our public healthcare system because chronic disease increasingly is one of the areas where we'll have to concentrate more and for people who need care. So I want to thank South Fraser Community Services for beginning to raise the awareness of hepatitis A, B, and C, and hepatitis C is one of the ones that perhaps is a little bit harder to tackle, but there is research underway that's beginning to tackle that. So, I want to extend my thoughts to those who are experiencing that chronic disease, and thank South Fraser for recognizing this day with this event and this ceremony. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Bruce. I want to say, I know this is his area and he's doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much, Bruce. Our next guest is Sue Hammell. She does not need any introduction. There you go.
That was you, Sue.
She's the MLA for Surrey Green Timber. Sue.
Thank you very much. And where's Tom? Has he left? I'd like to just also thank Tom. I was the executive director at La Hawia for a while, and Tom was one of the major influences at the center, and is a very, very important person in our community. I'm just going to take a minute. I'm just so pleased to be here. I think to stop a moment and pause and think about hepatitis and what we have to do to eradicate it is a very important thing to do in our lives, especially when the idea or the notion or the fact that 1 out of 12 people has hepatitis. So all of us know more than 12 people, and we know people who have hepatitis, either B or C. And I just am very, very thankful for the research that has been going on. A dear friend of mine did get Hep C and was one of the fortunate people who were cured with the first wave of drugs that were addressing the disease directly. So there is hope. But to keep that hope going, we have to take moments like this to focus on a disease that is quite prevalent and one we can beat. So I'd like to thank the South Fraser Community Services Society for taking this moment, bringing us together, and saying this is a disease we can beat, it's common, and we need to eradicate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sue. And this next person also needs no introduction. Harry Bains, MLA, Surrey Newton. Harry?
Should I wait for the balloon to pop? No, I'm also very, very pleased to be here, stand with you, to bring awareness on this disease. 1 in 12, I mean, that's very serious. I didn't even know that. So I think thank you very much for bringing this awareness out so that we could go out there and talk about it in our communities and make sure that everyone knows what's around us and what needs to be done. So I want to thank South Fraser Community Services Society, Shane, Tom, and Monica for getting us together here and getting this message out so that we can one day that we will be able to eradicate many of the preventable diseases that exist today. And I must say here, when I stand here and we talk about these issues, trillions of dollars are being spent today. Trillions, not millions, not billions, trillions of dollars are being spent on arms by these governments today so that they could go out there and kill each other. But very little attention is paid to many of the preventable diseases that people are dying from today. Hundreds of thousands of people are dying today of preventable diseases. And many because of lack of food and water and all those essentials. So I think awareness such as this also helps bring that awareness out.
There you go.
There it is.
There's the balloon.
And that the awareness that by having people together here to bring these governments to their senses as well, that look, put the priorities straight. And you're doing that and forcing that issue. Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you very much for doing all of this.